On October 24th, voters will see 4 constitutional amendment proposals on the ballot. My suggestion is to go in prepared, to know how you're going to vote yes or no on those proposals, because that ballot language is very complicated. Constitutional Amendment number 1 would simply create a new transportation fund. What it would do is it would take the state's mineral revenues, and instead of steering some of those to the Budget Stabilization Fund, what we know as the Rainy Day Fund, it would take some of that money and put it into this new transportation fund. That's the main thing that this particular amendment does. On Amendment number 1, a vote yes means there would be created a new transportation fund, and the state would use mineral revenue that's now going to the Rainy Day Fund that would spill over into this new transportation fund. A vote no would simply keep the current system in place. Amendment number 2 would allow the state treasurer to invest in the new state infrastructure bank. The state infrastructure bank already exists. This just gives a new way to capitalize this bank. A vote no, the infrastructure bank would still exist, but the treasurer wouldn't have this option for investing state funds into it to capitalize the bank. Amendment number 3 would sort of broaden the types of bills that can be included in what we call a fiscal session, meaning in every odd number year we have a fiscal session that's supposed to mostly look at fiscal issues and taxes. So what number 3 would do is it would create a broader definition of the types of bills that could be introduced during that type of session. A vote against Amendment number 3 would simply leave it the way it is, where you have like a list of very specific things that you can take up in a fiscal session. Amendment number 4 would mean that if another state or a municipality in another state owns property in Louisiana, that local government would be able to put property tax assessed on that property. A vote no would leave it up to the courts to decide what the Constitution says about this. And the courts have recently decided that an out-of-state entity, a public entity from out of state, does not have to pay property tax in Louisiana. If you want an in-depth look at these constitutional amendments and what the arguments are for and against, go to parlouisiana.org. That's the Public Affairs Research Council of Louisiana on our website, parlouisiana.org.